Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. Taken in at the 3. A nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And they'll be let out by the guy under center, Charles, their quarterback.
And he comes off of a really good regular season with over 4,000 yards passing. And now in the playoffs, people always ask the question, do you continue to play the way you played in the regular season? Do you tone it loose? Or do you tone it down a little bit? I think you've got to be smart. But make sure you show the defense something they haven't seen before.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Scott. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the 3rd down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were snapping out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football, got to him, and made sure he didn't give up much run after catch.
So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
Let's face it, it doesn't matter if you're a rookie free agent or a 15-year vet. Guiding a team to victory on the road in the playoffs, that's no small feat. And it's going to be really important for him to play mistake-free football. But equally important, create some big plays as well to give his team confidence that they can win.
On 1st and 10, Sims. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 43. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Let's go! Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. For one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football.
So the next time we leave one of those coaches' meetings and we're walking out in the hall and you're like, how come we spend so much time talking about special teams?
Here you go. This is why.
This is why, right? And then look, I'm right there with you. We hear it every time we meet with coaches, but it is a big part of it. Look at how early in the game this occurs. They block a kick, and not only does it set a tone, it sends a message for the rest of the game.
Yeah, so much for our first points of the game. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Sims. They'll roll him out right. He goes full extension, and he's got it. He had over 100 catches in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of this wild card game.
A Hall of Fame coach once said, there are no medals for trying. And that wasn't a trying effort, was it? That was a winning effort. How about that great catch?
Excellent. They know, hey, you lose this game, you get a ding or 2. You got 7 months to heal. They're going to go all out. Off the play fake. Sims. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Number 80. A big play there. 44 yards. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. And if you blinked, you probably missed that touchdown drive. It happened in a hurry.
I was just putting mustard on my hot dog, and all of a sudden he's in the end zone. I've got to do a better job of paying attention for this quick strike offense.
I thought you weren't going to tell your wife about the hot dogs in the booth thing.
I just didn't I?
Yeah, you did. You did. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone, and this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Vikings ready to go again on offense. The last time they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown. That field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
The quarterback taken down.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. And a quick throw here. That's complete.
To number 81.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
And 8.
On third down, Scott. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Now it's Jackson, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Scott now to throw on second down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Man, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. Now Scott throwing on third and long. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on fourth. The Vikings send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out first and 10. Off play action. Sims. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Harper. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
First down, Philadelphia.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way down inside the 25 before he gets out of bounds. A big play there for Philly. 44 yards. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Eagles 7, Vikings 0.
Off the play fake. Sims going for it all. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Takes it at the 7. Now increase here as he's past the 30. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. To throw is Scott on first down. And he will find his man on the outside. Not much there, only a yard. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. They run with Jackson out of the gun. Takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4. The Vikings on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun. Scott. A quick throw here. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks.
Their own 20-yard line.
Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. And he's looked pretty good. Does have the 1 interception, but 2 touchdown passes so far. Your analysis.
They'll take the offset. When you talk about throwing 2 touchdown passes, no one wants to see an interception thrown, but those things happen in the course of a ball game and over the course of the season. But throwing 2 touchdown passes, that's why the team has an advantage. That's what they're looking for more of.
He'll be hoping to make it a 3-to-1 ratio here in the second quarter. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
Eagles first down.
Off play action. Sims. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First down, Philadelphia.
Off the play fake. Sims. That is caught inside the 5. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it with an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
At the 1-yard
That one goes for 30 yards.
Big plays always wind up being a big theme as we get rolling in these playoffs, and the defenses that can avoid giving them up, well, they're the teams that tend to go far. You may not eliminate those big plays, but if you can limit them, then you've got a chance to get to the ultimate game.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now Sims. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Eagles had 6 to their lead. Boy, so if you are scoring at home, Charles, and God bless you if you are, but that's now 3 drives and 3 touchdowns.
So in a baseball game, wouldn't that wreak havoc on your scorecard?
Yes.
I mean, with all the action that's happening now, how they got here, whatever cliche you want to bring into it, they're locked into a groove, they're clicking on all cylinders. Bottom line, they're piling up the points.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This one fielded at the 5. A good-looking return set up here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell the defense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field in this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Shy of midfield.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 7.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 41-yard line. Side, it's complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Scott looking to throw on second down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Scott to throw on third down. This will be caught at about the 6. And the Vikings are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. From the gun, Scott. That's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. From 4 yards out. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
9-yard gain on the play.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Off play action. Sims. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Off the play fake. Sims, he'll buy some time right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is indeed good, and that will do it for this first half. So we come upon half. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. One of these 2 teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard battle. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the 3rd quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available.
Touchdown, Philadelphia. Big play there. His second touchdown of the night. And the Eagles add on to their lead.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round, but I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game. There was a couple in front of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those.
Yeah, I would say so, because right now it's looking more and more like they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to call the hotel and make sure they get their security deposit back.
Taken in at the 3. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Trying to drive it in there, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35.
You can try and underthrow it and go back shoulder, but your timing has to be impeccable. And here, I think it was much more of a duck than a designed back shoulder throw.
And a big play to start off this drive as the shot downfield is complete. Give him 32 on the play. Off play action. Sims escaping the pressure right. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that'll be incomplete as it's knocked away. But a penalty flag is down. So who's this going to be on? So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
Take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
Philadelphia.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. But ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 24. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Going down the middle, and it's complete. The 40, the 20, 10, touchdown, Vikings. Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. And now it's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. But he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
So even when they get a touchdown in this game, which hasn't really been a stellar contest for them, they can't even cap it off and kick the extra point.
Yeah, just not a whole lot going right for them in this game.
I know that when they get into film, this is going to be Exhibit A about how this game went for this team. Oh, we finally score. Can't even kick the extra point.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
At the 30-yard line.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Scott now to throw on second down. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on third down. Operating from the gun, Scott. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
From the gun, Scott firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the Vikings are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Scott. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun. Scott. Back to the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And this one is right through. And they get a little bit closer here as the lead's down to 3 touchdowns.
16.
So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
At their own 25-yard.
Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Off the play fake. Sims. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. It's another 1st down as they bite off 23 more on that one. His big game continues. Already has the 3 touchdown grabs, tacking on some more yardage and a 1st down.
And how precise has his route running been in this game? We just saw him get open yet again. And he's also made adjustments as the defense has tried to really stop him.
And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
10 at the 23-yard line.
Off play action. Sims. This will be caught inside the 10. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter.
Score Eagles 37. Vikings.
Looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. And the lead will grow by 1 more. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Their own 24-yard line.
Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far. And they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. To throw again. Scott. And he comes back with one complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
10 at the 43-yard line.
Now Scott on 1st and 10. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. To throw with Scott on 3rd and 2. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Scott throwing on 1st down. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, Vikings.
Talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that in the podcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Eagles hands team able to cover it up. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
6 brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Cooper. And he's going to be stopped just short of the 1st down marker at the Vikings 36.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
On 2nd down, it's Cooper. And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
He's tackled at the
coverage unit out there thinking pass on 3rd and 3.
And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, Sims. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. On 1st down, Cooper. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Cooper. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. A loss of 1, now a loss of 2, and they're staring at a 3rd and 13. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking, but to me it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. On 4th down, Sims. That is caught at the 7. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead.
He is good.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Minnesota now ready for their next possession. Saying their fans here are stunned would be an understatement. Things in this wild card round have not gone according to plan. Here's Scott on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
Number 10.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Yard line.
Operating from the gun, Scott. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. From the gun, Scott. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
The kicker on for the point after.
Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick-6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or 2.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. 64 yards. And the Vikings are able to strike for 6. And nothing too crazy there. A quick slant, and then he just had a seam. He found the seam.
And when you hit it on the run like that, and I mean the pass right to the receiver who's already in motion and moving, sometimes he just takes and runs away from everyone else.
And he ran it into the end zone. And the defense, they've got to adjust there quickly. That's tough on them.
That's really tough because everything was executed well. Ball was out of his hands quickly, into the hands of the receiver, and then he was gone.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to